Welcome back to my channel. So for today's look, I'm going to be doing my makeup using all black owned makeup brands. Now recently a couple of big YouTubers have been doing this challenge and they've been challenging you to do your makeup using all black makeup owned brands, and I thought, yes, that's a challenge that I definitely want to do. So not only did I try to use all black makeup owned brands, I tried to use mostly items from the drugstore as well, so that, you know, if you want to recreate this look or if you want to use black owned makeup brands yourself, I try to use some that you can go right to the drugstore and pick up. All products used in today's video will be listed in the description box down below, just in case you are interested in what a particular product is. But like always, I'm going to try to mention every product that I use in the video. Don't forget that when my channel reaches 1,000 subscribers, I will be having a giveaway. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for your chance to win and to receive more videos from me. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I created this look using all black owned makeup brands, then keep on watching. Alright guys, so first I'm going to start off by doing my brows on camera, and I'm going to be using the SheaMoisture brow kit in the shade dark, and I'm just going to take that really dark brown right there and I'm going to start outlining my brows. I'm only going to do one brow on camera just to try to save time. I actually never use powder to do my brows, but I really like this brow kit. It's really nice. Alright, and now as I get towards the front, I'm going to go in with that really light brown. Alright, next up, to conceal my brows, I'm going to be using the SheaMoisture concealer in the shade Almond. I'm just going to put some on my brush and clean up my brows. And I'm going to use that same concealer to clean up the top part of my brows. Alright, next up, to prime my eyes, I'm going to be using the SheaMoisture concealer in Fawn. And this concealer is really light. And it's really creamy, so you have to make sure that you set it. And to set my concealer, I'm going to be using my Sacha Buttercup setting powder. Alright, now for the eye makeup portion, I'm going to be using the Juvia's Place Nubian 1 and 2 palette. And I'm just going to go in with the shade Madagascar, and I'm going to use this as my transition color today. And then because I wanted a little more definition in the crease, I'm going to take that brownish shade that has red undertones. I'm going to use that directly in the crease. Now I'm going to go right on top of that shade with Kenya. And we're going to go right under my brow bone with the shade Morocco. Alright, now the inner portion of my lid, I'm going to go in with the shade Nefertiti. It's just a really pretty yellow gold. And then on the other half of my lid, I'm going to go in with the shade Ya. And my Ya came broken when my palette came, but I just pushed it back in place with my hands and it's been fine. Alright, next I'm going to take a pointed blending brush and I'm just going to blend that out. Make sure there are no harsh edges. Next I'm going to go in with this really dark color from the Nubian 1 palette, and I'm going to place that in my outer V. And I'm really going to pack that color on because I want it to be really dark. And now I'm just going in with a blending brush with no extra product on it. Just going to blend that out. Alright, next I'm going to be going in with my SheaMoisture eyeliner in the shade Black. And I'm going to use this to tight line and line my top lash line as well. Alright, and that's it for the eyes for now. Moving on to the face, I'm going to be using my Black Opal True Color Pore Perfecting Primer. And it's in the shade Dark, and this primer is supposed to color correct, blur your imperfections, and prime your skin all in one. So I'm going to skip color correcting today because the primer is supposed to do that for you. Alright, next up for my foundation, I'm going to be using the Black Opal True Color Pore Perfecting Liquid Foundation, and I am in the shade Beautiful Bronze. I've been outside a lot this summer, so it's a little too light for me, but I'm going to make it work. Alright, next I'm going to be using my SheaMoisture Concealer in the shade Almond. And as you can see, this is pretty close to my skin tone, so it really didn't do anything for highlighting for me. So I mixed it with the Fawn concealer that I put on my lid. And it still wasn't as bright as I like it, so I just added a little more Fawn. Alright, next up, since this concealer is so creamy, I'm just going to go ahead and set it before I start on my other eye, and I'm using my Sacha Buttercup setting powder. Alright, next up to contour, I'm going to be using my SheaMoisture Wet Dry Powder in the shade Sable. Alright, I'm just going to use my Sacha Buttercup powder to clean up under my contour. And then I'm going to use that same powder to contour my nose. Alright, next up to set my entire face, I'm going to be using the SheaMoisture Mineral Pressed Powder in the shade Mocha. Alright, and next up, I'm going to finish up my eyes. I'm going to be using that same SheaMoisture black eyeliner. I'm just going to use this to line my lower lash line. And I'm going to go a little bit under my lash line as well, just to smoke it out. Now going back into that dark shade from the Nubian 1 palette, I'm going to use this to help set my eyeliner and smoke out the bottom lash line. And then I'm just going to go in with that brownish reddish shade that I used in the crease, and I'm going to use this to help blend out that black. Sorry, it's like a grayish color. And then I'm going to go right under that with Morocco from the Nubian 2 palette. Alright, next up we're going to be going in with the shade Zuri, and I'm going to use this as my inner tear duct highlight, and I'm going to use this as my brow bone highlight as well. Alright, and next up for my blush, I could not find a blush. They only had a cream blush in SheaMoisture, so I use this really pretty burgundy shade, which is Jezebel from the Nubian 2 palette, and I use this as my blush, and I really like how it turned out. And for my highlighter today, I'm going to be taking these 2 shades, and I'm going to use this as my highlight today. That's so pretty. Alright, and for mascara today, I'm going to be using the SheaMoisture Ultra Curl and Define Mascara in the shade Black. And I only added 1 coat on camera, but I think I added like 3 coats, and I really like this mascara. And then I'm going to be lining my lips with the SheaMoisture Prime and Define Longwear Lip Pencil in the shade Dark, and it's like a dark brown. And for my lipstick, I'm going to be using the Sacha Cosmetics lipstick in Leading Lady. And that completes the look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos from me. Until the next video.